Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Ruben Paredes, RP Images Fremont on Instagram. That's where you're going to catch some of my videography, some of my photography, and that's Queenie barking in the background. Sorry about that. Queenie, it's okay, mama. It's okay, baby. My other page is San Miguel Bulls. That's where you're going to see some of my actual productions, some of my personal dogs. Dogs that I actually produce, and I obviously breed to the standard dogs. With that being said, guys, I've been getting some really cool questions asked in my messenger, primarily through Instagram, a few from Facebook. There's an abundance of questions. The first one I got this week that I want to address is regarding calluses on dogs' elbows, hips, very protrusion areas that are have a lot of contact with bone, so we're gonna cover that later. And then the second one was just something that was actually seems very basic, and it's regarding vaccines. And I think it's important, because there has been some people that have actually lost puppies in that process, and it could have been avoidable, and I'll be going over that. So with that being said, the first thing we're going to cover today is we're going to be going over a 6-in-1 vaccine. Okay, and what I want you guys to take from this is to look at the date and expiration of the actual vaccine. And once you've looked at the, that's usually on the back form right here. We'll have a date and expiration. You guys want to check that out. The other thing is keeping it at the temperature that it's regarded, because these are actually modified live viruses. Second thing, after doing that, I want you to take the pup's temperature. Okay? You guys understand that a dog's temperature is 99.5 to 102.5. If the dog has an elevated temperature, disregard the vaccine. Do not give that dog that vaccine, please. Okay, that's 2. Number 3 I want to talk about is having some, this is not the actual product itself, but it's diphenhydramine. And that's basically the generic name, brand name, for Benadryl. And the reason what that does is the reason that you guys go to a veterinary clinic and have the dog's vaccines given in a clinic. For the most part, clinics will ask you to stay about 10 to 15 minutes after the vaccine has been given. Reason being, if this certain protein in this modified live virus happens to stimulate the dog's system, it will cause what's called an anaphylactic reaction. And that anaphylactic reaction basically is in regards to the animal releasing one of those histamines, which is usually the IgH. And what happens, a lot of swelling starts to occur around the esophagus. You'll have a lot of bumps around their face, and you need to know what to look for. You need to know how to treat it, because that's the reason I'm not telling you what to do if you want to do it in the vaccine format, if you want to do it in a pill format, but the main active ingredient that is diphenhydramine. Okay, those are the 3 main topics I wanted to discuss, and after that we are going to reconstitute, and then I will bring a puppy, I will vaccinate it, and I'll show you the procedure of what to do then after that. Okay, thank you much, over and out. Wait for the second section. All right, we're back. Okay, so with that being said, you're usually going to get a 3 ml syringe. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, it's not focusing. Focus. There we go. Okay, and usually it comes in this type of packaging, and it comes usually with a 22 gauge needle, sometimes 23. Okay, you're going to pop the seal. Take this off, being very careful not to hurt yourself. Plunge it back. Load it up. Inject it into the actual reconstituting agent that has the liquid. Pull back. Take it off. Here's the active agent. You're going to reconstitute it into that one. Don't take the needle back out, because putting that needle back in and putting it back out will actually cause the needle to become dull. So you just invert it out and over, out and over, out and over. And when it's become unagglutinated, meaning not a lot of granules in there, then you're gonna load up your needle, your actual syringe with the plunger back. And there you go. Now you wanna get that air out of there. And you get one little drop of fluid and you're done. Now after that, you recap your needle. And you're ready for your patient, okay? We're gonna go over that, and we're actually gonna do an actual vaccine right now as we speak, okay? So stay tuned, let me go grab a puppy, and we'll go from there. Okay, we're back here with, this is little Larry. Many of you have already seen this guy, you know. What you're gonna do is right in between the scapula, this is the scapula, it's right here, okay? We've already taken temperature and we've already checked him out and he looks, you know, he's ready to receive his vaccine. We've reconstituted our agent. We've done everything, capped off the needle. Okay, so right in between the scapulas, you're gonna make a little tent and kind of see that little divot right there? You're gonna grab your needle, make sure bevel up, the bevel is facing upward, and you're gonna go in there, bevel up in a very, at an angle, right? You're gonna go in there, you're gonna aspirate, give him his vaccine, give him a little massage. Okay, the reason that we aspirate, once we've given the vaccine, good boy, Larry, good boy, Larry. The reason that we aspirate once upon introduction into the subcutaneous area is that we want to make sure that we have not hit a vessel, you know, and you don't want, if you go and you aspirate and you see a little bit of blood, immediately retract and go into another site. Chances are very minimal, but there is a chance that you will hit a vessel. And that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to inject a modified live virus into the actual bloodstream, okay? So the dog might become a little lethargic for the next 24, 48 hours. And you just keep an eye on it for like 10, 15 minutes. Make sure there's no sort of reaction, okay? And let me show you one last thing. Last thing I forgot to mention is you want to keep records of everything that you do, even the times that it was given, okay? What type of vaccine was given? And you want to keep it all in that particular area. You actually want to remove the sticker from the actual vaccine and put it inside the actual vaccine record. That way, it's logged in, you have the serial number, you have the batch number. God forbid something happens, you have it all documented and all in a nice format. That way you can go back into your records and indicate, you know, if something there happens to be a reaction, you know, with the vaccine itself. Okay, with that being said, I hope I covered everything and anything. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, by all means, do not hesitate to hit my inbox, my messages, and I'll be more than happy and glad to give back to the community that we're trying to build here, okay? Thank you. God bless. Have a safe and productive day.